So you go to nuclear engineering school, then you get your first full assignment, which is usually about 3.5 years. So I was on the USS Maryland, which was out of Kings Bay. And then at the age of 22 or 23, you're a division officer on a submarine. And so you're on a $2 billion submarine armed with nuclear missiles, and you're now given a division of 8 to 12 men who are older than you for the most part, enlisted sailors, that you're tasked with leading them potentially into conflict if it led to that. We were chosen to test launch a rocket, and so I was on a nuclear missile submarine. Obviously, the one we shot was not armed, but we shot a missile that basically went from one coast to the other, and a missile literally into space because we were armed with the ballistic missiles. And I was the communications officer at the time, so if you've seen Crimson Tide, I was basically the guy that had the code to make sure it's the right code that what they sent us, and then to verify everything. And we got to launch 2 of them, which was a pretty neat exercise. So that's probably my favorite memory as far as being on the submarine. I was a post 9/11 submariner, and I never made a port call. So unfortunately, like people talk about sacrifice, there's a whole generation of submariners because for a while they put the lockdown on any nuclear powered ship going into a foreign port. So like I literally would go out of Kings Bay, we would submerge, and it would be months later when we surfaced and went back into port. And so a lot of the story, I mean, my granddads were very honest with me at times about their sea stories, and not so much sea stories as much as port stories. But I, probably for my betterment, didn't really have any just because we were in the lockdown. I mean, 9/11 was a year and a half fresh when I deployed for the first time on a sub, and they didn't let us in anywhere. In fact, the only time I've been to Puerto Rico, I've been to Hawaii, and that's about it. I never went to a foreign country, even though I went on 5 deployments, never went into a foreign country. So my full-time job, and again, city council, it's a part-time job, and our city charter designed it to be a part-time job so we can think a lot of times at a higher level about what's best for Jacksonville. So certainly there's city council role, but then my full-time job is I'm the finance and procurement director at Wounded Warrior Project. So we're headquartered here. We are the largest veterans nonprofit in the country, pretty large company, over 900 employees now spread throughout the country, as well as a couple in our overseas office as well that have, I think, 18 different programs now supporting kind of across the spectrum, the various needs that we see for post 9/11 veterans.